Valid with qualifying purchase. Restrictions apply. Valid at participating locations only. For offer details, visit mattressfirm.com/sale.
From the Mark Spain Real Estate Studios, this is your Titans NFL Draft Station. WGFX Gallatin, Nashville. Trending now at 104.5 The Zone.
It is 9:58. Good morning. I'm Lucas Panzica. The NFLPA put out a statement on behalf of Titans players yesterday saying they're in solidarity with other players across the NFL who will exercise their right to not attend in-person voluntary workouts, saying they understand some players will need to be at the facility for different reasons. Former Titans defensive tackle Daquan Jones has signed a one-year deal with the Carolina Panthers worth over $4 million. All of it is guaranteed. The Titans will now receive a 2022 fourth-round compensatory pick. Yankees ended a 5-game losing skid against the Braves last night, winning 3-1. They'll play again today. First pitch at 5:35. College baseball, Tennessee walked off Tennessee Tech with an RBI single by Max Ferguson to win 3-2. Vols will travel to Texas A&M for a weekend series starting Friday. Vandy cruised over Austin Peay 7-0. They host Mississippi State this weekend. Preds playing Game 2 of a 3-game set against the Blackhawks. Tonight, puck drops in Chicago at 6. Breaking news at once in your home for the Titans and Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Rising to the top with A to Z sports quicker than any Titans reporter in town. He's impressed us enough to give him his own show. It's Buck Rising on 104.5 The Zone.
You ready, Mace? Party people in the place to be. It's about that time for us to. Yeah.
It is that time. What is going on, beautiful people of Nashville, Middle Tennessee, wherever it is that you stream 104.5 The Zone, be it on the app, Facebook Live, Periscope, YouTube, or Twitch. We are live and in person here until 1 on 104.5 The Zone. Lucas is here. I am here. We are going to have a big time with you over the course of today. Will Compton will be here later on in the show. Eric Hike already chiming in on Facebook Live saying, hope Buck locked the studio door. LMAO, Dawn may show up. Yes, we've made Dawn Davenport very, very angry yesterday. Perhaps we'll play that audio. I think Lucas heard it for the first time this morning. We'll get into a lot of stuff over the course of this morning into the afternoon. There is a lot of stuff going on social media, a lot of stupid stuff going on social media. We will chastise the Las Vegas Raiders for their stupidity at some point. Titans players made a statement yesterday, as you heard from Lucas's update, on voluntary in-person workouts. That's something that I'm going to explain to you what they were actually saying instead of the article that I'm reading on Bleacher Report that has erroneously reported what's going on. It's not just Bleacher Report, but that's just the one that happened to catch my attention this morning because I don't think anybody takes the time to actually read these statements, because there was some stuff in the Titans statement that differs from the other teams who have taken a stance on this particular subject. We'll spend some time on Titans draft concerns. We are 8 days away from the NFL draft. The countdown continues here on 104.5 The Zone. By the way, our NFL draft coverage is sponsored by Farm Bureau Health Plans. Need great health care coverage at an affordable price? Let Farm Bureau Health Plans coach you through it. They've been protecting Tennesseans since 1947. That is something that's I think that's going to get intriguing. Devontae Smith is the subject of much conversation today. The actual weight for Devontae Smith came out. But we start in the obvious place. Lucas, I'm very sorry. I hate to have to do this to you. And by the way, if you want to interact with the show, 615-737-1045. 615-737-1045 is how you chime in. You are welcome to do so, as I see somebody there right now. With the bit that we've had going for a couple of weeks now, we've been talking about Lucas Panzica potentially being the next voice of the Tennessee Titans, the next voice of Nissan Stadium, which would be very exciting. It would not only be good for the show, because to have Lucas in that position, I think would benefit everybody, or at least everybody around here. But for Lucas, he made the top 20. He got his audition. We criticized his audition on air. And yesterday, Lucas got the call. He is not a part of the top 6 contenders, the top 6 contestants to become the next voice of Nissan Stadium. How you doing, bud?
I have been slighted.
He was hate watching all of the videos of the people who made it in the green room today. You know, Lucas, like, God love you. You don't keep anything in. Don't keep anything in. So
Not how I operate.
I'm trying to, you know, I'm doing a little show prep. Now, it does not ever hurt the show prep because then I find a way to make content out of you. So thank you for your participation. But Lucas will just lob stuff at my face, basically, while I'm sitting in the green room. Maybe I'm reading an article. Maybe I'm prepping for the show. Maybe I'm making sure that I'm buttoned up on some kind of subject matter, like, you know, what's going to be discussed today. That is the biggest story in all of sports, in all of society today. What happened yesterday with Derek Chauvin, that is all over the place, and it's the subject matter that got the Raiders in a whole lot of trouble. So, you know, maybe I want to make sure that I got all the details right. And Lucas, in the meantime, is just playing all of these people, the six people who advanced over him for the Titans PA job. He's just playing it on the computer in the green room for all of us to listen to because Lucas is hate listening to it. You are handling this graciously, or at least I think you're handling this graciously, because the show has tried to make an arch nemesis out of Chris Freeman, who I think at this point is the candidate that we're actively rooting for. But we've been trying to make a bit out of it, and it turns out that Chris Freeman is just too decent of a human being for us to come after.
I can't do it.
Did you see what he tweeted me today?
Yes.
It's unbelievable. At Buck Rising is where you can interact with the show on Twitter. So Lucas tweets out his devastation. I have discussed this. We are going to talk about this. You're going to hear some of the people who made it in over Lucas here in just a second, and we'll be critical together. But Lucas tweets out from my account, as he typically does, how we're talking about, you know, should Lucas have made the Titans top 6 for the PA? And in the meantime, Chris Freeman is seeing these tweets. He's following along with all of these things, and Chris Freeman is one of the people competing for this job. Lucas tweets out, "You're so nice. Damn it, Chris." Because Chris Freeman is saying, I think Lucas is good people. He tweets, "My goal is to make Buck Rising be heartwarming and kind to people today."
Yeah, what does that say about you? I'm good people, Buck. You're the one that needs to be more heartwarming.
I mean, is it really come off that badly?
I don't know.
Apparently, you know, former pastor Chris Freeman is hoping that I can treat people with some kind of kindness, some kind of compassion, be heartwarming to people today. Chris, buddy, I don't know if you know who you're dealing with. Oh, goodness. But I'll try my best because we keep trying to make an enemy out of Chris Freeman, and he just keeps fighting us with kindness. So, Lucas, do you have the name of the person who you're going to play and the audition that we're about to hear? Because we have now the top 6. We're going to get into Titan subject matter here in just a second. But this is the place that we had to start because Lucas is very upset today, and now he's hate watching all of the other people's auditions. Who do you want to start the bidding with, Lucas? Who do you want to begin with?
We'll just go down the list. We'll start with Mr. Joe Deo. We'll let the people decide.
Okay.
Tell me if these people are better than I am.
Yeah. Let's hear it.
Gonna make this about me.
All right. I'd spend 3 hours doing it. Let's hear from Joe.
Gentlemen, your 2021 Tennessee Titans!
Yeah, no, we can't.
Thoughts?
We can't do that. He didn't say the name of the team correctly. His name's Joe?
Yes, that is Joe Deo.
Joe, it's the Tennessee Titans. Can I hear that one again? Can I hear how he said Titans again? Can you play that for me again? Tennessee Titans is the name of the team.
Tennessee Titans!
Yeah, it's Titans, Joe, not Titans, not like Tide Pods. So, no, we can't have that. So that's one of the people that beat Lucas out. I'm already out on this process. Who is the second person that we have available to us?
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2021 Tennessee Titans.
All right, a little bit of growl there, a little better. Stormy Warren, who is of country
Ladies
music fame.
gentlemen.
Oh, are you? That's a fine. By the way, who are we listening to next? Are you just rolling these things down the line? You seem like you're scrambling.
This is
back
Matt
there.
Rogers. I am scrambling. This is Matt Rogers.
All
next.
right, Matt Rogers, let's hear it.
In your 2021 Tennessee Titans.
Okay, don't hate Matt Rogers.
He allegedly was on American Idol at one point, according to Rhett Bryan.
Okay. That's interesting. So these people, I mean, some of these people are obviously experienced. Some of these people are obviously inexperienced. I'm out on Joe Deo. It's nothing personal, Joe, but you have to be able to say the name of the team correctly. Titans with a T. Who else do we have? We've heard Matt Rogers. We've heard Stormy Warren. We've heard Joe Deo. Who else is left?
This is Mr. Dave Joseph.
Mr. Dave Joseph. Okay, let's hear Mr. Dave Joseph.
Gentlemen, your 2021 Tennessee Titans.
Wishy-washy. I mean, this is what Lucas wanted to do today. Lucas wanted to come in here and just rip the holy hell out of all the 6 people that beat him out. So we've heard 4 of them. Let's rattle off the last 2 so we don't drag this bit out too long.
Mike Markham.
Let's hear Mike.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2021 Tennessee Titans.
Ooh, I like that one. See, it's a little more reserved.
A little subdued.
He's not, well, no, not subdued. This is why Lucas can't be trusted. Lucas is so biased on this. Lucas is all the way out on all of the people who are interacting. Corey W. Terrell writes in on Facebook Live. By the way, if you want to interact with us in the chat, if you want to ask questions of our guests, if you want to ask questions of me and Lucas, you are welcome to do so on Facebook Live, Periscope, YouTube, and Twitch TV throughout the course of the show. Corey W. Terrell, who I believe was also a contestant, says, Lucas, congratulations on your semifinal run. I know you enjoyed that as much as I did. I know you are as heartbroken as well as I am. We will bounce back. Oh, my God. Corey sounds like he's taking this very, very seriously.
No, it's okay, Corey.
No, it's going to be okay. There are other things in life. I don't know. You were not happy about this. Like, you spent the entire time peppering. Me and Rhett Bryan are trying to have a conversation in the green room, and Lucas is just running over the top of our conversation.
Hate listening.
With Titans PA auditions. Hate listening to it. All right, who's the last one?
You know who the last one is.
Oh, it's our arch nemesis, the nicest guy in all of Middle Tennessee, Chris Freeman.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2021 Tennessee Titans. At quarterback, number 17, Ryan Tannehill.
Okay, so arch nemesis Chris Freeman, pretty good at this.
Yeah, he's good.
So not only is he a nice guy, not only is he a shaper of young minds, I believe he's a school teacher.
White House High School.
Former pastor, experienced on the microphone.
I'm terrible with children. I'm nowhere near the person Chris Freeman is.
No, well, if you were anywhere close to the person that Chris Freeman was, you wouldn't be watching all of these out of spite. Unbelievable. So Lucas lost. Artem Belfour says, Lucas, you are awesome, dude, on Periscope. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
All right, do you think we sabotaged you? Because we played like a bunch of different people's auditions.
I do think I completely forfeited any advantage I might have had with this platform. Just was waved away when we just started playing it. Because you guys you turned on me.
Yeah.
It suddenly became like, oh, well, you know what? No, he's better than you are. And so that, and that's my fault because I'm pushing the buttons. I have the controls. I have regrets. I have some regrets.
No regrets. We cannot do this show with regrets. Otherwise, we'll get in trouble. Like somebody who has just texted me, whom I have regrets of offending yesterday, Dawn Davenport. Lucas, can we pull that up really quickly? I believe you can find it on my Twitter handle, @BuckRising. Dawn is texting me, why and how do people say Titans wrong? This is my question. Like, you can't make the top 6 and not pronounce the name of the team correctly. That's the only reason that I'm out on this. Sucks Lucas didn't make it, says Eric on Facebook Live. Now I'm rooting for Matt. His audition was awesome. His energy was awesome. I don't know. I think we're a Chris Freeman show now. Like, I think we have to lend our support to our arch nemesis who demands of me to be heartwarming and kind to people today. We demand, or we are now in the camp of Chris Freeman because he has beaten us back with kindness. It's infuriating.
Yeah, you called him the Ted Lasso of the Titans PA of Nashville. I mean, it's true.
He's the Ted Lasso of Nashville media. Like, I can't get to this guy. We play dirty as a show. Chris Freeman does not, and he's winning. He's beating us.
I demand to be satisfied.
Yeah, well, you know what's probably a little satisfying? The way that I got in trouble yesterday. Don Davenport came after us with a great ferocity yesterday because I may have made the mistake in my anger about how people were telling me how badly my music sucks. I may have told Don Davenport that she's my parents' age. Slowly working my way up on Don Davenport's hit list. And that is not a place that you want to exist. I don't think I have to tell most of you. Many of you who listen to this show, I'm certain, also listen to 3HL. So you know that Don Davenport's bad side is not a place that you want to be. But I'm hoping that we can survive this diplomatically, and I feel like I've already fired the first shot. So now Don Davenport is here on the radio show. Good morning, Don.
Clown. You are an absolute clown. Do you seriously think I'm your parents' age?
I don't know. She could kill me. Like Eric says, I hope we lock the studio door. Dawn may show up. We're on Don Davenport watch.
Lock the door.
Lock the door.
Listen to Ron Slay.
That's what he says. Lock the door for good reason. 615-737-1045 is how you guys jump in on the conversation. Because coming up next, I think you're going to want to weigh in. This is something that Dawn brought to my attention. I do a weekly hit with 3HL on Mondays at 5:20. Anytime you want to hang out with me and the fine folks on 3HL. Dawn Davenport asked me if she was being irrational in her concern about the Tennessee Titans' first-round draft pick in 2021 because of how badly the Isaiah Wilson experiment ended. I want to know what your greatest draft concerns for the Titans are, whether it's about the process, whether it's about John Robinson. What concerns you heading into this NFL draft? 8 days away from it. I'll tell you what mine is coming up next. I'm Buck Rising, and this is 104.5 The Zone.
Jason Martin and Ramon Foster serving up crow in the AM.
So, Mike, you're going to have to eat your